What is up, everybody? InStinctGamer here with another episode of the latest and greatest PlayStation 5 and next generation console news. So apparently Sony still has some PS5 launch titles and exclusives this year. While developers are worried about the Xbox Series S specs, PS5 promotions are already appearing in the wild, and analysts predict another big win for PlayStation 5 over Xbox Series X and S. That and more coming up. But before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it tremendously helps out our channel to grow and reach more gamers like you across our community. And also don't forget to share with a friend. Now, it has been a big week for Xbox this week, at least on the surface, as we had talked about in the previous video. The only issue is that Sony has yet to make a move, and when they do, it may take a lot of gamers as well as Microsoft by surprise. According to Notebook Check, YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead is offering up some tantalizing details about what still awaits, as Sony may have a few more tricks up their sleeve. We all know that as impatient as we are, Sony will make a move very soon in regards to pre-order pricing and availability for the PlayStation 5. I doubt we will have to wait much longer. This is especially because we have promotions for things such as Doritos starting October 1st. So we know that it's coming soon. We just don't know how big it'll be yet. Now, apparently it's going to be God of War 2 big. According to the article, some form of the game has already been seen behind closed doors. Now, does this mean that it'll be a launch title? Probably not, but it does mean that there's more hype for the PS5 coming very soon. Because if you ever played God of War on PS4, even for 2 minutes, it is by far some of the best graphics of this generation. So you can only imagine how it would look with a second edition on the PS5. So in addition, Moore's claims that there is a surprise launch title as well, which we've been hearing about for a while, so there may be some validity to this claim. And apparently Sony also has a whole amount of exclusives, quote unquote, since they were originally in development for the PS4 and redeveloped for the PS5. Now, if this is true, this does spell a significant blow to Xbox, who has struggled with making exclusives for quite some time. So what do you guys think? Does Sony have a landslide of exclusives coming? Leave that in the comments below. Next up, devs are worried about the Xbox Series S specs as Microsoft sells a watered-down console to the masses. Now, this comes from developers across the industry, but apparently the Xbox Series S has RAM issues among others. According to one developer, really bummed about the RAM situation in the Series S. This isn't easy to compensate, or drags down the base spec quite a bit for the next gen multi-platform. RAM increase was already small compared to the previous generation. Now it's almost non-existent. David Mickner, who is a developer for Call of Duty, also responded to this by saying, "It really is, but I can't stop thinking about how the fact that they are releasing a lower spec console that will serve as a bottleneck." And lastly, Billy Kahn, who is a engine programmer, stated that the memory situation is a big issue on the S. The much lower amount of memory and the split memory banks will dramatically slower speeds will be a major issue. Aggressively lowering the render resolutions will marginally help, but not completely counteract the deficiencies. Now, this is not a good look for Microsoft, nor is it fair to the consumers that buy their console. I'll probably be doing more in-depth videos regarding this matter as we get closer to pre-orders and launch. Now, on a happier note, apparently PS5 banners have been spotted in the wild. This comes in from Twitter user Daniel Barker 21, and they are apparently from EB Games in Australia. Now, the photos are a bit blurry, but he did update them so you can get a better look at the promotion. These have gone up as of today, apparently, so we're definitely looking at an announcement soon, hopefully as soon as next week, as Sony has been slowly but surely promoting the PS5 through advertisements. We also had a first look at the box art for Immortals Phoenix Rising, which shows how the games will look as they get the free PS5 upgrade. So we can look forward to seeing more of those pop up as we get closer to launch. Last but not least, analysts are anticipating a runaway win for PlayStation 5 this generation. According to Emperor Analysis, who previously predicted the PS5 would outsell the Xbox Series X 2-1, now says that PS5 will outperform both the Xbox Series X and S combined by a decent margin. According to the article, in terms of the outlook for the next-gen Xbox sales, the key assumptions are as follows. Some sales of the Xbox Series X will drop to the cheaper Xbox Series S. A portion of the Xbox One sales will transfer to the Xbox Series S and result in a more rapid transition to next gen. And some of the Xbox Series X and S users will be convinced to upgrade to this lower price point as compared to the Xbox Series X. Now, granted, it is still early for these predictions, but the trends are looking more in Sony's favor for the PS5, even with 2 Xbox Series consoles. Only time will tell. But that wraps up this episode. Check out our previous video where we go over the delay in the PS5 announcement and what to expect next. And tune in for more next generation console news in the coming days. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with next generation news. Follow us on Twitter at InStinctGMR and InStinctGamer.com for our latest news and posts. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.